Okay. How is my audio, etc.? Everything sounds okay. All right. So my camera position might be in a weird place because I last minute have switched to Mario Kart 8 because I did not buy spare batteries. And the Wii Remote is a kind of dumb controller that you can't actually recharge. You just have to, well, I mean, unless you get like a rechargeable thing for it, but you just have to put new batteries in it. And I have no new batteries, so no custom tracks today, just Mario Kart 8. Which I think actually I'm a bit better at than Mario Kart Wii, so this might be slightly more entertaining. Well, I mean, I wouldn't go that far. But yeah, it does mean quite a significantly smaller variety of tracks, but that's okay. I like this one though, Luigi's Mansion. This is a good track. Oh bugger. Oh wait, this isn't even the Luigi's Mansion. Oh, Luigi's Mansion isn't even on Mario Kart 8. This is a different one. Oh, see, I'm getting them mixed up already. Bugger. This feels like obscenely slow. Finally, some better game graphics. Yeah, I mean, it definitely looks nicer than Mario Kart Wii, but I don't know. I used to prefer Mario Kart 8, but I think now it's Mario Kart Wii I prefer. I need to turn the volume up though, it's pretty quiet at the moment for me. I also realised, yeah, the camera position is dumb, because the camera is blocking my position. So you can't currently see, but at the moment I am third. I could have just lied and said I was first, but I guess that would have been pretty obviously a lie. So yeah, I'll have to adjust that in between races in a moment. This feels like 50cc. This feels weirdly slow. I wonder if it like rates you based on your score on this, because I haven't really played online on this one much at all. So I probably have quite a low rating or VR, whatever it's called. So maybe I get put in a lower CC. Oh, I saw that coming. Damn. Nice. Okay. I need to shift my position. Because at the moment you couldn't see that, but I promise I did come first. Yoink. And yoink. And yoink. Is that everything? Wait, where is that? I'm going to wait for that one as well. I need to turn the volume up for me though, because it's really quiet. Why is it so quiet? Is it quiet? Is the game volume quiet for anybody else? I'm gonna turn it up a bit. Okay. I might still have to shift the position a bit because I'm not sure where the other things are. But now at least you can see which position I'm in. Oh. This track has a corner that is literally impossible in 200cc. I think is it this next one? Yeah, this one in 200cc. I can't do this corner and not fall off. It's quite ridiculous. Oh right, I just turned it up a little bit. I might turn it up a little bit more because it still seems quite quiet to me. Ooh. So what has everybody been reading the last this week? What has everybody been learning about? Physics or otherwise? Trying to read Carol. Oh nice, the GR book. Oh yeah. It is it is a good book. I think you just kind of have to wade through all the stuff about tangent planes and tangent spaces and stuff at the start. It's but you know, it's a pretty like rigorous one once you have studied it all. Covariant derivatives. Ah, okay. Yeah, this idea of like parallel transport and stuff. It's quite a nice picture, I think, to have in your head. The idea of like dragging these vectors from different positions through like a curved space so that you can compare them. Ooh, I didn't mean to throw that. Wow, I'm 5th. I'm doing really bad. Oh, bugger. Okay, that was really bad. Oh well. Okay, I'm going to turn it up slightly more. Okay. I think that's better. That sounds better to me anyway. Maybe slightly less. Okay, that's fine. Nice. I've been reading about composite Higgs models this week. I mean, I still don't understand them a lot. But I think the general idea is just that the Higgs is, instead of being thought of as a fundamental particle, it's a composite particle that is bound by a strong force. But yeah, I still are having to study a lot of the details and stuff. Brad, please don't. Oh, shh! I saw that coming. Don't humour him, Jeg Chin. Is that QFT stuff? Yeah, like, sorry, I didn't see your message, Theoretical Phys 77. Yeah, it's, like particle theory stuff. I think the composite Higgs model, it does solve certain problems in the standard model, which I guess is the motivation. But I'm studying it because it's holographically dual to the models I'm studying. So these phase transitions in the Randall-Sundrum model, they're holographically dual to composite Higgs models, I think. Yeah, I need to understand that quite a bit better still. Oh, overtaken. Phase transitions, is that like renormalization stuff? I mean, I don't really think too much about renormalization in the stuff I do. I don't know. What do you mean? Is that renormalization stuff? Also, the position of the chat is kind of weird. Don't know where to put it though. This all got mucked up when I realized last minute that I had no no batteries. I'm gonna make that a little bit teenier down. Oh, I'll put it up there. I don't think anything goes up there. I can't remember. That's good enough. Okay. Maybe above my head. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Oh, I just saw who that idea came from. Brad, stop it. Okay, that's fine. Talking about phase transitions occurring in many areas of physics. Yeah, phase transitions are a pretty big area of study. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Ooh, sorry. Yeah, I'm not actually too familiar with what you're talking about in the chat. this stuff, applying renormalization to that. Yeah, the phase transition stuff I'm thinking about is more kind of on the like the geometry side. So the phase transitions in these 5D models are like a phase transition from between two different space-times. So the high temperature Randall-Sundrum model, one of the branes in the model gets replaced by like a horizon, like a black brane, like a sheet of black hole. But you call it a black brane because it's in this it's this different sort of geometry. And as it cools down, then it turns into the sort of standard Randall-Sundrum model. So the IR brane sort of nucleates out from behind this horizon. I haven't studied a lot of the stuff about critical exponents and things like that. I think that's more about, you know, in phase transitions more generally. I'm studying quite a specific phase transition, not sort of generally, you know, any kind of phase transition in physics. Oh, bugger. Nice. Since you don't like condensed matter physics, you should check out a paper on holographic superconductors. It might change your mind about the field. Oh, cool. Oh, could you like drop an archive link? I'll take a look. First time you see me get first place. Oh, thanks a lot. Oh, thank you very much. Oh yeah, I'll take a look at this after. Thank you. Oh, I should pick the course. Oh, Yoshi Circuit. What is this paper? Hartnell, Herzog, and Horowitz. Yeah, I mean, I guess condensed matter physics is okay when you can't tell that it's condensed matter physics. You know, this basically just seems like a holography paper. Well, I mean, it is just a holography paper, but like, you know, applying it to condensed matter physics. Yeah, I've got no problem with the condensed matter physics when you can't tell it's condensed matter physics. Ah, rats. What does what mean? As in what I said about condensed matter physics? Oh, it just means I don't like condensed matter physics. The paper that the Velocity Fright linked is I suppose technically a condensed matter, or like a condensed matter theory paper, using holography. Because I mean, I think holography, it's got lots of applications now in strongly coupled systems and looking at phase transitions and stuff. Yeah, I just read one of the titles of one of the chapters about the hairy black hole ansatz or something. Yeah, I'll take a look at that. Thank you. Oh, I should have gone for the shortcut then. Bugger. Oh, flip. Go away. Oh, I knew that was going to bloody happen. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, damn it. I was looking and I was reading the chat. Healer vice versa. Any book that's helpful for tensors? I guess it depends. If you've not seen them at all before, you probably don't want to start off with like a GR book, or well, unless it's like a very detailed GR book. Oh, I have used Sham's Vector Calculus actually. I don't know how you ever say it, Shams or Shams. But his books are pretty good because they're usually quite cheap online, and they have lots of exercises and stuff. It wasn't the main one I used when I was learning about tensors though. Let me think. What did I learn about? Actually, there is a really good book on tensors that I think is by Dan Fleisch. It's like a little Cambridge University Press, A Student's Guide to. So it's called, I think, A Student's Guide to Tensors. Oh yeah, Schutz's GR book is good. Then there's the book I just mentioned. I think it's Dan Fleisch, and it's A Student's Guide to Vectors and Tensors. Yeah, or Tensors and Vectors. I can't remember which way around it is. That's a pretty good book. Yeah, Schutz's General Relativity. I can't actually remember. I think possibly when I read that, I had already read about tensors a bit, so maybe I didn't look at it from that perspective. Yeah, he introduces what covariant and contravariant indices mean. I think it's actually very good in that he sort of explains what covariant and contravariant means and what these components are, and yeah. What other books? There's another book I bought. I can't remember. I bought it like during my degree, just from Amazon. I can't remember who it's by, but it's just a book that's called like an introduction to tensors. I'll try and get the name of it because it's not on my bookshelf. It's on my bookshelf at home, I think. Yeah. But that was actually quite good. I'll find the name of it and I'll post it in my Discord later. Alpha, are you kidding me? For goodness sake. And yeah, Sean Carroll's lecture notes are very good. If you can't get your hands on the book, then his lecture notes I think are still free online. I think in general, all this, the resource really for stuff on GR is probably Meisner, Thorne and Wheeler. It's just the big black book called Gravitation. That has pretty much everything you really will need to know about GR. It's just a very big, heavy book, and not a cheap book as well. It's very wordy too, so I mean, I missed the jump. It's not like it's quite a hard book I've found anyway to just dip into a chapter to try and look something up or learn something. It's more, I don't know. It's very well written. Like, it's nice to read. It's quite sort of narrative, but it is also absolutely enormous. I'll show you it after this race because it's the joke people often make about it is that it's a book on gravitation and a considerable source of gravitation, because it is quite massive. Semester 2. Where are you studying again, Velocity Fright? I think I'm so bad at remembering Twitch names that I have a feeling I can remember, but I might be putting the wrong name to the wrong London. Oh, are you at King's, right? You're doing like condensed matter theory stuff. Is that correct? Yeah, okay, yeah, sorry. I forget the yeah, no, I just forget Discord, not Discord, Twitch names, my bad. Oh, that was stupid. Yeah, the second semester or middle term is always the one that drags the most, I think. Oh, for goodness sake. Well, that was rubbish. Oh well. Oh, I need to plug this in. Right. Where is the charger? Yeah, I remember you saying field theory semester 1, non-equilibrium systems semester 2. Guess that explains the paper you sent. I still have no idea what stochastic calculus is. Not something I've looked into. Excuse me while I plug this in. Okay, there we go. Noise. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the online learning. I miss going to lectures in person. I've barely been into my department here at all. I've been in like possibly twice into the building. I think most people are working from home. And my supervisor's in Germany anyway. So it's not like, even if he was in, you know, or rather, even if people were going into work, he wouldn't be going into the office at the moment anyway. Because he, I think he alternates and flies back and forth, so... Oh no, not as in he's at the university here full time, just as in he lives in Germany. Like he, yeah, I don't know the setup exactly, but no, he's a full-time professor here. He just happens to live in Germany. But obviously that kind of commute is a little bit difficult with a 2-week quarantine period every side of the border, etc. So, yeah. Things will have to get substantially better, I imagine, before that becomes a regular thing again. Oh, go on, someone else get it. Oh, never mind. I've never visited Germany. I would quite like to visit it. Wow. I mean, there are loads of places I'd like to travel to. Probably not for quite a while, though. Oh, you were born and raised in Germany? Interesting. Did you do your undergrad over there, or did you come to the UK for your undergrad as well? How was Caltech? Oh, you moved to the UK in 2008. I see. Caltech's a lovely university. I'm not a big fan of Los Angeles in general. I think LA is quite overrated. But Pasadena, the town where Caltech is really lovely. And obviously the weather is pretty nice. Sometimes a bit too hot. The university as a whole is great as well. The atmosphere and the people there are all lovely and are very interesting and interested in a lot of things. And yeah, close to Malibu. Yeah, the beaches are nice too, I guess. Brighton Beach is an interesting... No, not Brighton Beach. What's it called? What's the What's it called? Hang on. My mind's gone blank. Let me check my Instagram. What is the beach I'm thinking of called? Oh, bugger, I can't remember. Venice Beach, that was it. Venice Beach, not Brighton Beach. Getting confused with where I am now. Yeah, Venice Beach is an interesting microcosm of humanity. I actually met someone on Venice Beach in California who... So my hometown in Essex, there's a club there. Actually, it's shut down recently, which is really sad, but there was a nightclub there that's been there for donkey's years, and I met this random woman on Venice Beach who I was talking to because she had a sausage dog. So obviously I was talking to her to stroke her dog. And then I noticed she was English, and it turned out that when she was young, she was probably in her mid-40s or something, used to go out in this same nightclub in my hometown that I'd been to. So I thought that was pretty interesting, how small a world it is. Oops, didn't mean to throw that. Someone can calculate the probability of that happening. Flip. Are there many like rivalries between the London universities? Because I know Imperial is not technically part of like University of London anymore, isn't it? Didn't they break away or something? So I mean, does Imperial have like a rival university there? Yeah. Yeah, it is an average Fermi problem. Was I at the new theoretical? Do you mean the Walter Burke Institute there? I was in the maths department. It wasn't the physics department I was in. Though they did have nice blackboards all around, which was always good. I actually saw Sean Carroll in the cafeteria a few times, but I was too nervous to go and say hello. I even brought my copy of... Well, not my copy. I brought my college library's copy of Space, Time and Geometry with me in the hope that I could get him to sign it. And then, if he signed it, I would keep the library copy and buy the library a new copy. But I never got around to it, sadly. Okay, there's not any rivalry. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I was going to show you gravitation as well. This is how massive it is. So, I mean, this is a pretty large book on GR. I mean, it's really, I think it's the book on GR, but it's fairly enormous. And I mean, Kip Thorne is also at Caltech, but I mean, the chances of bringing this on a flight to try and get someone like him to sign it would be pretty ridiculous. And also, I didn't even see him when I was there anyway. I saw his car park spot, I think I mentioned before, but that was the closest I got. Oh, now I can't fit this back on the shelf. I'm gonna put it there. That's my exercise for today done. Yeah, I was there 2 whole summers. So summer 2018 and summer 2019. That's right. The first summer I was in a plasma physics lab, where we were doing a modification on an experiment that's like a replica of the experiment on the International Space Station. So those changes and modifications were supposed to be applied on the space station at some point. I haven't actually looked into it though. It's the PK4 experiment on the ISS, but I don't know what changes they did or didn't make to it. I didn't really look into it afterwards. No, it's not like an Oxford Caltech thing. It's a general program called it's the Caltech Surf program, So a lot of Caltech undergraduates spend their summers there doing like a research thing, but people from other universities can apply too. It's just obviously a lot more difficult because they don't have funding and stuff. So I was lucky that the first one I worked on, that was the plasma physics experiment, the professor I was working with had a big, I think he had a NASA grant for this project, of which he could use some of the money to bring a student for the summer. So I was funded for that, but then I had to find my own funding for the second one, which was in the maths department. And obviously, maths departments and high energy physics things have no money, so there was definitely no money there. No, my college didn't help. It was I found the program independently. I contacted the people myself, had interviews. Oh, that was pure spite. They didn't need to do that. Wow. Yeah, I had interviews with them and applied independently. I had to get references from some of my subject tutors in my college. But that was it. That's like a standard thing. You get references from tutors. Yeah, it's a really good program. I would definitely recommend, if anyone is still is a student watching it as an undergrad, it's a great program to apply to. Though I think the funding is an issue. I think if you're an American citizen, you automatically get funding, I think. Or maybe it's maybe you have to be a Caltech student, I can't remember. There's something like that. But if you're from another country, then it's harder to get funding. Because I think the researcher has to particularly find funding individually for you, rather than it coming from this general pot, which is for all the SURF students. So you either have to find a researcher that's got the money to spend on you, or you can find some institutional funding from your own university yourself, which is what we had to do the second time. Did I apply to other US unis? As in like for summer research projects? Oh yeah, I only applied to go to Caltech for the research programs. I think a lot of other US unis it's not as straightforward. Not many. I mean, I think the Caltech Surf program is pretty unique. In how broad it is anyway, and how extensive it is, how many students do it each year. I think some other universities do research internships, but I think they're mainly for their own students. Like, as far as I know, I don't think MIT has a similar program that's as open to other students. I could be wrong. I mean, I don't think I found anything when I was looking into it. I think the Caltech Surf program is fairly unique in how broad it is anyway. Yeah, it would have been nice to explore some different places in America. I was supposed to, well, last summer, I was trying to arrange to go to the Lawrence Livermore lab in wait, no, is it Lawrence Livermore or was it Lawrence Berkeley? No, Lawrence Livermore, I think, lab in... Wait, hang on, was it Lawrence... Oh, I can't actually remember now. It was either Lawrence Berkeley or Lawrence Livermore, one of these labs. I was trying to arrange it through one of my tutors in Oxford to spend the summer there doing some more plasma-y stuff. Not because I'm particularly... I mean, what I went into, I didn't go into any plasma physics stuff at all, but just because, I don't know. I'm not a rich person, so a research internship is probably one of the best ways I can travel around. But obviously with coronavirus that didn't happen. I can't remember, there is a Lawrence Berkeley lab and there's a Lawrence Livermore lab. The one I was trying to go to was the one that is like near San Francisco. But I can't remember if that's Lawrence Berkeley or Lawrence Livermore. I think one is near Chicago, one is near San Francisco. Mine's gone blank though. Nice. And yeah, of course, Berkeley is just a university too, which is also around like the Bay Area in San Francisco. Oh God. Hello, Alan MD. Are you still not going to tell me who you are, if you indeed do know me in person or not? A lot of German people online at this at the moment. I'll take that as a no. Oh, it's winter on this. This is nice. See some northern lights. Oh, what? I don't know what happened then. Bugger. Okay, come on, give me a mushroom, give me a mushroom. Nice. Oh, that was not elegantly executed. So what has everybody else been reading this week? What kind of physics has anyone else been doing, if any at all? I still have quite a lot of work I need to do this evening. I have a meeting with my supervisor tomorrow morning, and there's one more paper I haven't yet got around to reading. Oh, that was nice. Okay. It's not too intense. I don't know. I think in general the workload with a PhD is actually, well, at this stage anyway. I think early on, it's it feels at the moment considerably less intense than like undergraduate degree. But I'm sure that will change the later on it gets. I think that's what my supervisor said. He said when you start a PhD, it feels for a really long time like you're doing absolutely nothing. But then there's a very sharp phase transition into where you feel like you're doing really quite a lot. So I'm just enjoying the relaxed part while I can for the moment. I mean, it's also going to get quite a bit less relaxed next week, because then I start teaching in the department here, so that will be much less relaxed. Yeah, like tutorials. It's mainly, yeah, tutorials, not lectures. PhD students don't lecture, just like problem classes and workshops and yeah, tutorials and stuff. But yeah, it's mainly first year math stuff, so it should be okay. Like analysis, and then I think second year numerical analysis, which is something I've not really studied actually. I need to look into that quite a bit more. And then quite a module that looks quite fun, that's an elective, so it's not for math students, it's for just anyone in the university that is interested in doing some maths. So it's little random topics on graphs and networks and stuff. So that one I'm quite excited about. That should be interesting. yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. It should be good. Also more work, but it's fine. Oh, bloody plant. Oh, I saw that happening in slow motion. Bugger. How did? Oh, as in like as an undergrad, how did I find them? I quite enjoyed them actually. I think I enjoyed the camaraderie aspect to them because we did labs in our college groups. So everyone, all the people I did labs with, we were all good friends, and we all thought it was equally rubbish and horrible. We had to do it, so it was a bonding experience having to do it together. And my lab partner is one of my very good friends, so we had similar contempt for labs as we were doing it, so we turned it into just a bit of a joke, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I do actually miss that. It was really nice in first year. We would have labs every Friday, and they would go all day 9 till 5. But then as soon as you came out at 5, it was the end of the week. Because it was first year, we didn't have to do a huge amount of work, over the weekends or anything, and then you just had all that time free. And we'd also always get McDonald's. Partying pretty much. And we'd always get McDonald's for lunch as well when we were doing labs. So that was... Oh no. Oh well, I'll just restart it. Yeah, that was the carrot, or I don't know what the stick is, but that was the carrot for doing labs anyway. The McDonald's and the feeling of coming out at the end. I guess the stick would be failing your degree if you didn't do it. So the carrot is the McDonald's, the stick was failing your degree. I don't know which one is more motivating, but... Oh yeah, the McDonald's on Corn Market. Yeah. I do miss Oxford. It's a nice city. In terms of grades, I actually can't remember now. I mean, first year we just had to pass it, and it didn't affect anything as far as I know. Second year, I think it did count for something. But yeah, the way they were graded was weird. The grades were... I can't remember what the letter was now, but like there was one that was just a fail. I don't know if it was an F or if it was some... Oh, it was an NS. That was it. You had NS was a fail that was not satisfactory. You had S that was satisfactory, and then S plus, which was like more than satisfactory. I don't know. It's such a stupid grading system. I don't know why it's not. Why they didn't do like pass, or like fail merit. Liam G7321 subscribed with Prime. Oh, thank you, Liam. Liam is one of my lab mates, funnily enough, that I was just talking about. I don't really know what that means, Prime and subscribed, but that sounds like a good thing. Nice one. Thanks, Liam. But yeah, the passing, the NSS S plus thing was just purely at the discretion of the demonstrators. And some of the demonstrators were interesting people, particularly in the optics lab. There was one interesting demonstrator in the optics lab who was a favourite of ours, quite a character. Though the optics lab was the worst, I absolutely hated that. We spent, in second year, we were supposed to do like a 2-day lab doing this experiment with a Michelson interferometer, which is like where I mean, interferometry is about like splitting a light ray and then superimposing it to measure very fine distances. Like, well, it wasn't SR because it wasn't a Michelson-Morley experiment. It was, I guess, it's the experiment the thing they would have used in the Michelson-Morley experiment, but it was just the interferometer. Oh, Brad has also subscribed with Prime. Thank you, Brad, or XD Rexy, I should say. I don't know what that means though. But yeah, it just wouldn't work. It just kept falling out of alignment, you know, every couple of minutes, and it took about half an hour to calibrate it, and it was the most rubbish thing. And the demonstrators just were convinced that we were doing it wrong. And it took us, it was supposed to be a 2-day lab, but we ended up spending about 6 days on it, because we had to come in to try and fix it, and eventually the demonstrators acknowledged, yeah, okay, this lab is broken. So we still just didn't get any credit for it though, which was a real shame. Ooh. But yeah, optics labs were the worst. The coolest lab we did was probably one where we were playing with a wave tank. That was quite fun. They had like this big glass wave tank and like a wave generator that's basically just a platform that is connected to a driving motor. And we were testing things about, you know, modelling how waves break on the shore and stuff. That was a lot of fun. Wait, sorry, I can't read and drive. I'll have to read in a minute. I don't want to lose my first spot. Most of the times the demonstrators didn't know much of the stuff. Oh, okay. That was the case for some of them, I guess, but there were like senior demonstrators in our lab. I think that some were just PhD students, some were, you know, I think it was their main job, or you know, at least it was a major part of their job to demonstrate, and they knew like the experiments inside and out, so they could pretty much always point you to a solution, which was nice. Radioactive Brazil nuts. Oh, I remember that lab. That was fun. That was one of the nuclear physics labs. I basically just tried to minimize the amount of labs I did though, because you could take extra theory options to reduce your quota for labs, and I definitely did that in my second and third year. Yeah, I do miss labs though. That was always fun. I'm trying to think what other labs we actually did. There was a general physics lab where we did some resonant oscillation thing. Then we had optics. Oh, we had actually electronics labs were quite cool. Mainly because we got to use like soldering irons and stuff. But I guess there wasn't too much else interesting about them. I don't think we actually used op amps, really. We had in our first year we had a first year module on electronics where we certainly studied op amps, but we never actually, I don't think, used them in a lab, or not on any practical I did anyway. So, despite having to do all these op amp calculations, I still to this day don't know what an op amp actually looks like. Well, I suppose that's just the joy of being a theorist instead. Nice. Oh damn it, I didn't mean to drop the banana. I don't know if it's just that I'm better at Mario Kart 8 than I am Mario Kart Wii, or if the other players are just worse. Because I feel like if you go to the effort of downloading the homebrew channel and the Mario Kart CTGP channel, you probably play quite a bit of Mario Kart. So there must be some kind of selection bias for those players. Ooh. Did the physics and philosophy people get no lab? I actually don't know now I think about it. I know that all I know is that in first year they didn't do EM. I think they did EM for the first time in second year, as far as I know. I guess it would make sense if they didn't do labs. Or maybe they had to just do a reduced lab quota, because I think we had to do like 16 hours of labs throughout the year or something. Maybe they just had to do 8. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I feel like that would have been an interesting course to do, physics and philosophy. But I just would not have wanted to write essays when I was applying to university. That would not have been the top of my list. Nice. When you apply, do you actually get back your PAT results? I think your school has to request the PAT results. You don't automatically get them back. I never found out what mine were. But I think people's schools either request them or maybe you can find them out when you arrive. Oh, Liam says you can request personally. Is that after you arrive or before you get there? Oh, okay. Wait, could I still email them? Oh no. Could I still email now and find out, like, 5 years later? I might do that. I mean, why? There's no point, but... You did it. You emailed a few months in. I don't know if you could get the script back. I have no idea, actually. I can't even really remember what the questions were on the one we did. You got an email with your score. Oh, okay. Oh, I like Baby Puck. Yeah. Ew. Oh, he tried to get me then. I've just realised my picture is blocking the, what do you call it, the lap number. So we're on lap 4 at the moment. I'll commentate that. Just need to get that French guy ahead of us. Okay, I'm going to throw my banana away, try and get a shell. Damn. Oh, okay, just got to keep away. Nice. Oi. Yeah, I kind of wish I had found out my PAT score. That would have been interesting. Well, I mean, not that interesting, but... Hmm. Hmm. This game is very sort of Eurocentric at the moment. That's the only issue with playing on this rather than the custom tracks, is that there's a much smaller variety. So this is like the third time we played this one already in like an hour. Oh, what am I doing? Spam. That was not a good drift. Whoa, why did it stop me there? Dang. No idea where the person in first is. He must have been quite far ahead. Oh well. Hmm. Oops. Oh well, I like that course. Oh no. I do have quite a little more work to do this evening. Should be okay. I've seen to have dinner too. I think that's what I'll do. I'll have dinner after this, then I'll get back to work. How does the food compare to Oxford's? Well, I mean, I guess I cook for myself in both places, so the food is equally as good or bad, depending on your opinion, as it was before. At the moment, mainly because I'm living on the campus here, I'm doing most of my shopping in like there's a co-op on the campus, and personally I prefer Tesco's to the co-op. So it's unfortunate in that Oxford it was a lot easier to just walk to a bigger shop like a Tesco, but here the other bigger shops are more towards the city, and with the lockdown it's sort of, if you can shop without taking the train or bus or whatever, you probably should, so I've just been sticking mainly with the co-op here, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, the food is the same. I think there are some quite good places to eat on the campus here. I've only eaten in like the student dining thing, because obviously there are a lot of undergraduates living on the campus too. Oh yeah, of course. I went to formals, of course, in Oxford. There's nothing I think analogous here. Yeah, the food was always good there, but I suppose that wasn't a regular thing. We didn't eat, we weren't eating formals every other day. It was we probably went to a small handful per term. Yeah, they were great. I do miss those too. Oh, okay. That's probably one of the more important things to consider, like when you're choosing your college, is the quality of the food. And Univ was always pretty good, my college. Oh, at Trinity, I haven't been to a formal at Trinity. I think I'd only really been to a formal at Univ, Hertford, St Anthony's. Wait, I swear there was another. Is that it? Yeah, I can't actually think of the other one, if there was one. Univ does have pretty good food. I think our cooks there are pretty good. Are very good. The thing I miss most though about the food was the brunches. So on the weekends you could go between the sort of morning and early afternoon and get brunch, and it was just they had pastries and like fried breakfast stuff. That was really good. And I mean, pretty perfect if you'd had a bit of a rough night on the Friday, then going up getting that on the Saturday was definitely very welcome. Oops. Oh, Hassan's. No, not for me. It was Ahmed's for me. Ahmed was always directly outside of Univ. Either Ahmed's or Solomon's. This conversation probably doesn't make sense for people that haven't spent a late evening in Oxford, but Oxford has a lot of kebab vans kind of spread around the city. There are at least 4 or 5 I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah, Ahmed's is elite tier to me. By a very close second with Solomon's, I think. Then Hassan's I'm not a fan of. I think it's the only thing I can say though is that it's never a good sign when the kebab van knows you by name and knows your regular order. That's not a sign of a good diet. So if that's any standard with which to judge the food I'm having here versus the food I'm having in Oxford, it might be a little bit healthier. But yeah, they're all lovely. All the kebab van people of Oxford are all really lovely. I think that's probably one of the most stressful... Oh, thank you, Olvandil. That's probably one of the most stressful things I think about moving to a new city, is having to discover what the good takeaways and things are all over again. You know, you have to order like 3 rubbish Chinese takeaways before you find one you like. And there is one. I did discover one in Brighton I do really like, but they only delivered once, and then for some reason now their delivery range has changed, as in the delivery radius. So it seems impossible to get delivery at the moment, which is very sad. Distracted. Now I think about it, I'm actually really hungry. I'm definitely going to go eat after this. Oh, fuck. Ooh. Dang. Did I live out in second year? Well, we didn't live in the main college site, but the accommodation was provided by the college. Yeah, we lived in sort of more towards Summertown. The college has an annex in on Staverton Road in North Oxford, which is really lovely, a nice nice part of Oxford. Are you from Oxford? You seem to know a lot of the kind of haunts and mats quite well. Ooh. Oh, you're at New College for a year. Oh, cool. Yeah, New College is lovely. Very, very big. It's kind of, I didn't actually discover where New College was until I think my second year, because it is very sort of tucked away behind like High Street. But yeah, it's a lovely, lovely college. Oh, hence the sense. Yeah, that does make sense geographically. I guess my opinions on which one. Do I follow any random and niche subreddits? No. Well, my friend showed me a subreddit the other day. I mean, it's not niche. I can't remember what it's called now, but it's basically like screen grabs of ridiculous Trump supporters and conspiracy theorists from Parler, and it's like screenshots of that page. And I get it's not niche though, but it's quite funny seeing them all be like, Trump, you need to pardon me. We did this for you, and I'm gonna help it. But yeah, no, I don't actually follow. I don't use Reddit a great deal, to be honest. I follow a few. I follow like all the a few physics pages, not particularly niche ones, just like the main physics pages on there. But no, I don't actually use Reddit that much. Have you got any recommendations? I mean, you say you don't use it too much, but like, do you have any? Oh, yeah. Yeah, these televangelists are pretty crazy. There's that really old one whose name I can't remember that tried to like blow the coronavirus away. That went viral. And then I did see another Trump one as well, where he was calling the Democrats demons. I mean, that's pretty standard, I think. You know, thanks to Alex Jones. Democrats eating babies, etc. What does Alex Jones do now? Does he still do his radio show? Because I mean, he's pretty much been taken off of every reasonable forum of the internet. So I don't know. Can he still broadcast any of that crazy stuff? I mean, I hope not. Oh, he's still popular. Oh, that's a shame. I did see this funny video of him talking about how he would eat his neighbours if it came to it, and they like vocoded it. It's called like Alex Jones eats his neighbours vocoded or something on YouTube, and it's just him going on a rant about how if he needed to, he would eat his neighbours. And I was just thinking, imagine his neighbours seeing that on the internet. He's talking about how he's already planned how, if, you know, the rapture happens and it comes to it, he would string his neighbours up and eat them. Yeah, it's just crazy. Just YouTube like Alex Jones, I will eat my neighbours vocoded. It's worth it. Bugger. Oh, and the frogs, yeah. Putting chemicals in the water that turn the frogs gay. Strange man. And Trump went on his show in like 2015. He did a telephone interview with him. Oh god. Surely it tells you all you need to know if someone like that is approves of your presidential candidate. Maybe your presidential candidate isn't all they're cracked up to be. Data is beautiful. Oh, I'll take a look at that one. Thank you. Is that just like nice representations of data and stuff, or I feel like I follow a page on Twitter that posts like weird and interesting stats, but I can't remember what page that is now. Super unique data sets you've not thought of. Okay. That just made me think of that picture of like the most accurate pie chart, and it's where it's just an actual dish of pie, and tinfoil means pie you have eaten, and pie means pie you have not eaten. That's one of my favourites. Oh, for goodness sake. Ah, good. Oh, thank you. Yeah, now I can open that and it won't go away after the chat ends. Thank you. Yeah, this subreddit does look interesting. My favourite physicist, dead or alive. Oh, yours is Abdus Salam. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, he was a pretty incredible guy. I don't know, my first instinct is to say Feynman as well, probably. I know that is like it's a bit of a cliche, I guess, the physicist to say, but probably Feynman or Landau, actually. Landau was very impressive, and I mean pretty crazy in all that he did and wrote. Oh, is that the documentary about because there was a lot of trouble about his grave, wasn't there? Wasn't it something like he was, I don't know the details, but I think there's some political significance behind people calling him a Muslim and him not being, I'm not sure. I think his grave, that they took Muslim off of his grave or something for some reason. Is the documentary called like the first Muslim laureate or something? I think there is a documentary by that name. Oh yeah, very. I mean, he was at Imperial, wasn't he? For most of his, isn't that the name of the theoretical physics center at Imperial? I don't actually know, but that rings a bell. Okay. He founded the theory group, right? It's Blackhead. Oh, what is that? What, the name of the theory center there? Oh, okay. There is one of my favorite YouTube videos. Well, not my favorite YouTube video, but like there's a great YouTube video which is a conversation between Salam, Witten, Dennis Sharma, and I can't remember who the other person is. But that's on YouTube, where they're just talking about grand unified theories and stuff, and that's a really good video. Yeah, look it up. No, I don't think it's Weinberg. I don't think it's Weinberg. I feel like if it was Weinberg, I would have remembered it. But yeah, you should take a look at that Velocity Fright if you've not seen it. It's a really nice conversation. Probably if you just Google conversation Witten, Alarm, Sharma, it'll come up. Not Weinberg. Do you remember who it was? Yeah, it was Witten, Salam, and Sharma. Salam, Witten, Sharma. Yeah, that's a great video. Awesome. The IAS. Oh, Institute of Advanced Study. I don't know. I don't have a strong opinion on it really. I mean, given how, prolific a lot of the people there are, I suppose you can't say it's a bad idea. I think the impression I've had from a lot of my tutors is that if you are doing teaching, it takes up an awful lot of your time, and good research also takes a lot of time. So if you don't have to teach, you probably do pretty good research. But then I think a lot of people also value teaching as helping their research and helping their understanding of things. So I guess it depends what kind of teaching. If you have to teach like first year calculus and you're a world-renowned string theorist, that might be a little bit of a waste of your talents. You wouldn't put Ed Witten in a first year classical mechanics class. Well, I mean, you might do. I mean, he might be a very good teacher for it. I just mean as in he's probably not going to take much out of that. But maybe he could, if he was teaching some kind of seminar for graduates, that might be more mutually beneficial or helpful. I mean, just speaking from personal experience as someone who is not an experienced researcher and not an experienced teacher. I really like teaching, so I can't envision not wanting to do it at any point in my career if I keep on that path. But who knows? Yeah, the first years would like Ed Witten as a... that would be fun. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you to say. Well, don't know. We'll see what happens next week. It might all go downhill from there. That's the thing, that's probably the main thing I'm worried about with online teaching, is just I've heard students just kind of sit with their webcams off and I don't know. The thought of teaching or like, you know, talking to a bunch of blank screens is a little off-putting. Well then again, I guess that's just what happens with streaming, I suppose. I can't see any of you on stream, but I suppose the interaction in the chat obviously makes a big difference. Whereas if the students just don't interact at all, that might be quite rubbish. But we'll see. One of Salam's many students is now the Abdus Salam Chair of Theoretical Physics at Imperial. Who is that? Is that, oh, don't tell me, what's his name? Ah... Okay, I'm cheating, but I need to check if it's the person I'm thinking it is. Oh wait, no, it's not the person I'm thinking of. No, never mind. It wasn't anyway. I don't know who it is. Who is it? Can you tell me? Wait, what? It is Michael. Oh, it was Michael Duff I was thinking of. I thought Michael Duff was at UCL. That's why I got confused. Is Michael Duff at Imperial? Huh. Oh, okay. Whoops. Yeah, he's a pretty big, well, he's a very big name. Oh, he took it directly from Salam, and then he's held it since. Hello, non-dairy neutrino. Oh right, the quantum, is it what, quantum field and fundamental forces or something? That the course at Imperial. Oh, there was a guy in between. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm pretty. Salam must have, you know, he died quite some time ago, didn't he? Did he die in like the 80s? I'm actually not sure. Well, I wouldn't say I'm great at Mario Kart at all. I'm slightly better at Mario Kart 8 than I am at Mario Kart Wii, but that's still not saying a great deal. And yeah, I'm absolutely awful at Smash Bros. Totally awful. I used to play it when I was younger. You know, like, I played Brawl on the Wii quite a bit. Around the time it... Oh, for goodness sake. Around the time it actually came out. But I try to play it now, like the Switch version, and just... It's just a blur. It's just too many things happening at once, like overstimulation. I just can't... My mind can't comprehend that quickly. It's too difficult for me. Yeah, no. Smash Bros is not for me. I should think of some other stuff I can play though, while we chat about this kind of thing, but I don't really know what to play. Oh, he died in 1996. Oh. Wow, that's a lot later than I thought. Okay. Huh. Diarrhea Christmas lights. Is that a game? I don't get the reference you made there. Non-dairy neutrino, I'm afraid. Okay, I think this will be my last race, and then I really need to go get some dinner. YouTube channel girlfriend reviews. I've not seen that. Oh. Yeah, the guy that keeps coming in first is just significantly better than everyone else that's playing at the moment. Ooh. Oh, I was reading and I forgot to... Oh, I see. That is an interesting concept. And what they describe Mario Kart 8 as diarrhea Christmas lights. It is very kind of sickly sweet, sort of, you know, bright and colourful, but yeah, I can see the analogy. No, I'll take a look, thank you. Ooh. It reminds me, those sort of reviews from the perspective of someone that knows nothing about it. It's like that guy that gets his mum to like rank different kinds of Pokemon, even though obviously she doesn't actually know any. So it's just purely first impression and... Yeah, oh yeah, that's it, yeah. Yeah. Those are pretty entertaining videos, I think. Okay, well, I think I will leave it there for now. Like I said, I need to go get some food. But thank you all very much for watching. Tomorrow evening I'm doing another office hour. I'm sort of half contemplating moving or just sticking to one perhaps slightly longer office hour though, because I think quite a few people stream during tomorrow's office hour, so but yeah, I'll do tomorrow and then I'll have a think about it over the weekend or something. So yeah, come along to that and you can submit questions in my Discord if you want to beforehand. And then on Saturday we're doing another Saturday spacewalk. So there this time we spoke about Mercury and its orbital precession last time, and this time I want to talk a little bit about stellar structure and try and do some calculations and kind of estimates for things like how long our sun will live and stuff like that. Oh, you still need to watch it. It is a bit long, yeah. You could just skim through the notes if you like. They're on my website if you want to, under the Twitch office hours, and then down at the bottom the notes on the orbital precession. Oh, good. Glad you're looking forward to it. Yeah, well, I'll see you all tomorrow, and then see you there after that, hopefully. So yeah, thanks for coming along. Feel free to join my Discord if you want to. Let me type the thingy in. See if I can beat any of my mods listening before they do. Yeah, got it. Nice. So yeah, feel free to join my Discord if you fancy it. And yeah, I'll see some of you tomorrow, and then some of you on Saturday as well. Okay, toodaloo. Bye.